Las Vegas, Nevada, the scene. Week 3 action continues here in Athletes Unlimited Basketball as we prepare you for a big doubleheader. Up first, Team Brown taking on Team Harrison. Team Brown, a tough loss Wednesday night. Team Harrison, they cruised to victory to move to 1-0 as we welcome you inside Athletes Unlimited Arena here in Las Vegas. And we welcome you upstairs to our broadcast booth, joined by the Olympic champ, the Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops. Greg Meskel here with you. Now, Cheryl, we're into week 3 here. One of the fun things about the season thus far is go-to scorers are starting to emerge. Courtney Williams is one of them.
Absolutely. One thing I know about Athletes Unlimited is things are always different. It doesn't matter what happened the night before, because tonight is a night for different players to step up. But one of those players that is always consistent and always seems to get the job done is Courtney Williams. Here, Courtney does a nice job of setting her man up, saying, "You think I'm going to the ball? Nah, let me just go back door for a nice little pull-up for 2. Not only can Courtney score the basketball, she does a nice job of facilitating. Here you got a nice hezzy, a nice cross. You think I'm shooting it, but I see the entire floor for a nice kick to Mimi Jackson for 3. And talk about kicking the ball and penetrating. Here she does a nice job. Mercedes Russell, I'm sorry, baby. Nice little fake up and under. I see you, Nikki Green. Nice dime for 2.
Now, while pro hoop fans know Courtney Williams, a name you're getting a chance to learn in AU, Lauren Manis. The Holy Cross grad had her first double-double last time out. 17 points, 10 rebounds. She is a rising talent in this league. We'll get you set with the opening tip after this. Team Harrison, Team Brown on the way next.
Athletes Unlimited Basketball on FS2 is sponsored by Aspiration.
Tonight's game is presented by Aspiration. Week 3, Athletes Unlimited Basketball. Team Brown taking on Team Harrison. Team Brown, a 5-point loser on Wednesday night. Look to turn the tide here tonight. As we look at our point system, it's what makes Athletes Unlimited so unique. Everything you do has a point value associated with it, especially winning. 50 points for each quarter win, so you'll hear us talk a lot about what's happening in the quarter in addition to the overall game. 100 points for an overall win, and then of course all those basketball moves account for points. And Cheryl, here's the latest updated overall leaderboard coming into tonight. Tiana Hawkins leading the way.
So, do you know, the thing I like is that there are some players on here that you know are probably going to always be in the top 5, but the order changes from week to week.
Let's take a look at these starting lineups now. First, Team Harrison, one of those players in Isabel Harrison who's consistently in that top 5, as you were talking about. The squad in purple. Courtney Williams, you know her. Odyssey Sims, so much fun to watch. And we talked about names to note. Nikki Green, another player that is emerging as of late in Athletes Unlimited. Across the way, Team Brown, we always clarify, in orange. Lexi Brown, the point guard, out of Duke. Taj Cole, another rising star, and they'll look to get the ball down low to Amani McGee Stafford, one of the bigs in this league. As we are set for the opening tip in this one, so Team Harrison in the purple, Team Brown in the orange. And we are ready to get underway. Our officials, Eric Alin, Diesel Dean, and Britt White.
So Greg, I'm going to say this before tip so I don't get yelled at. I had a tweet from Kirby Burkholder's sister that said to please give her a shout out and let Kirby know that they're watching and they're her biggest fans.
I love that, that's great. Showing some love early. Let's see what Kirby does here tonight. As it's Team Brown to start. Mimi Jackson controlling. Working with McGee Stafford. Shot clock about to expire. Down to 3. McGee Stafford long range, not there. And on point. Cheryl, if I had $1 for every time you talked about someone and they made something happen early, Burkholder with the rebound.
Well, I think maybe she heard. I promise you I didn't talk to her before the game. Maybe she just felt it. Oh, that's nice.
Excellent dish, but Taj Cole, undersized, coming over to deny Harrison.
a little bit. I love how Taj Cole, I don't think Izzy expected her to be there, but Taj Cole, she does so many things, not only offensively, but defensively. And on that play, you saw her in help side able to get a hand on it and block it.
They love to go inbound baseline jumper for Williams, this time off the mark, but that play has worked as Jackson brings it up in a bump. Amy Jackson and Burkholder colliding.
You know, there are a couple players in this game. I know we highlighted Courtney Williams, but, you know, Taj Cole, her first week played amazing, phenomenal, scoring the ball defensively. Wednesday night was a little slow. I would really look for Taj Cole to look for her shot and be more aggressive offensively in this game.
And she gets herself on the board to start. A 2-0 lead for Team Brown. They fell by an 85-80 final to Team Cloud. Good back and forth in that one on Wednesday night. They won the first and fourth quarters, but came up short overall in the game. Now Harrison, size mismatch again, tries to dump it off to Green, and a bump. And we'll get a whistle here in the paint as McGee Stafford is down. See above the scoreboard on your screen, a look at some of the numbers that accumulate as we look back at this call.
Yeah, I love how Team Harrison is trying to establish themselves in the paint, though. And one thing I know Izzy can do is get it down low on the block and either score or she's going to find some of her teammates for some shots.
Harrison has been such a consistent scorer here in Athletes Unlimited. Burkholder checking the defense, back rim. And now Team Brown can get on the move. And they'll try and work a little post opportunity to Lavender. And now Jantel Lavender so strong from the outside. That one circles the rim and away. Odyssey Sims walks the tightrope and keeps that one in play. And Team Harrison on the move. Williams nowhere to go. Now Burkholder opening 2 minutes here, first quarter. Harrison right down the lane. Thought about a dish, was turned back by McGee Stafford. Swatted again. Back-to-back blocks for Team Brown.
And Amani said, I am going to control this paint tonight.
They try to go back to her, and Courtney Williams picks the pocket. Out in front, Sims. Good for two. So early on, 2-2. First bucket there for Harrison. Taj Cole tries to give us her second field goal of the night, not to be. And now Harrison controlling. They rolled past Team Hawkins 79-54 in a game that wasn't that close at times, as even the final score would indicate.
And it wouldn't surprise me if Izzy starts stepping away from the basket a little bit more offensively, looking to bring either Lavender or McGee Stafford away from the basket and put the ball on the floor and go by him.
They try and clear out some of that size down low.
I mean, you got Lavender and Imani McGee Stafford in the paint.
Some size as Jantel Lavender cashes in from the outside. 5-2, Team Brown ahead.
Her shot is just so pure.
Also a pure shooter, Courtney Williams just rims out, but had a great look. Lavender has been fun to watch from the outside. Mimi Jackson, a rare two-point attempt as she has been a three-point sharpshooter here in AU, but makes it go in a 7-2 lead.
And as a player, you know, Mimi Jackson, even Courtney Williams didn't score a lot of points Wednesday night, but as a player, you love the fact that you only have to wait a day before you get an opportunity to come back out and knock down some threes like Kirby Burkholder just did.
Burkholder fam loving that one as Kirby connects from downtown, 7-5. So good pace to get started here. First of two tonight. Cole, let's fly. All net, Taj Cole from distance.
You know, it's interesting just to watch some of the matchups. Some games you have your post players inside that are dominating. This game so far, it's been the guards that are knocking down shots.
Odyssey Sims couldn't hang on. Let's welcome in the third member of our team, Key.
Hey guys, I am down here courtside as per usual, trying to get some interviews with the players, chat to them in the middle of the game. So if that's something that you guys at home are interested in seeing, use the hashtag KeyCam, tag us at AU Pro Sports, let me know who it is you want to chat to because I'm right here, guys, and I love having questions.
Thank you, Key. Key Michael down there, and she's not kidding, Cheryl. She's fearless. She'll go right into that bench, that huddle, and try and find out some answers for us. Three ball, not there.
Which is very rare. Which is very rare that a sideline reporter vlogger, a key, but not a lot of people have keys. But not many people get access like that where you can actually, I mean, she's right next to the players.
Good follow. Nikki Green draws a foul. You're exactly right. Outside of an all-star game or something that doesn't count, typically those interviews are set up after a quarter at halftime. She's grabbing people in the middle of action. We're getting them in the chair chat as well. So definitely something you don't see anywhere else here in Athletes Unlimited.
And shout out to the players, because the players are always really good about wanting to come over and talk to her, and that's what makes it so unique.
You're exactly right, because if they weren't interested, it would be shut down pretty quick. Green good on the second. They'll make it 10-6 Team Brown about halfway through the first quarter here. Taj Cole out to Lavender, wide open from the baseline. Izzy Harrison in on the rebound. Green fires that pass, ends up in the hand of Burkholder. Shot clock to 7. Dangerous look, picked off by Cole. Taj Cole on the move. Good kick out to Brown. From 3, a familiar combo. Cole and Brown working together to perfection. And it's Team Brown in front 13-6. Taj Cole and company liking what they see so far. Starts with defense. Harrison turned back.
And not only is Team Brown getting it done on the defensive end, Lexi Brown from downtown. Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited, where Team Brown leads 13-6. One player that Team Brown has that you will want to keep an eye on is Lauren Manis. Lauren Manis has come into this league doing some incredible things, rebounding it, taking it in transition for a 2. And not only can she do that, nice spot-up 3 in transition. Talk about defense. She's everywhere, active. She may have taken the brunt of that hit by Kalani Brown, but she held her ground, Greg.
And she has such a great story. First women's basketball player drafted in the W from Holy Cross, and tells a great story to the Las Vegas Review-Journal of she's watching sports, watching some cooking shows, isn't even aware she got drafted in the 3rd round. Her coach calls, moved to tears, hugging her dad about a dream being realized, and you see a drive here, just off the mark, and Manis with the rebound. But drafted by the Aces, can't go to camp due to COVID when they were in the bubble. That restricted things, and finally got her chance, has ended up playing overseas, but looking for that full-time role in the WNBA. And Cheryl just doesn't stop working.
Listen, if what she's doing in Athletes Unlimited just shows you half of what she's capable of doing, Lauren Manis is that type of player that every coach would love to have on their team, as Lexi Brown doing what she does, still in a layup.
Lexi Brown, the leak out 17-6.
But, you know, Lauren Manis, she does all the dirty work, the little things. Sometimes it doesn't show up on a stat sheet or making Sports Center top 3, Lexi Brown, but I love how hard she plays, and I just love how hard she competes on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that was one of the best reviews of her work in training camp action with the Aces. The former head coach, Bill Lambier, said the best thing, she's not afraid. And you see that here. Tai Young is on. Can't get that to go, and everything going the way of Team Brown right now, in front 17-6 on a 15-4 run to take their largest lead and some more. Count it, and 1 for Lavender down low.
I love how Team Brown is just moving the basketball, recognizing mismatches. They're not just coming down one pass and shooting the basketball. They're actually playing really good team basketball right now.
Chantel Lavender gives Team Brown this 19-6 lead, looking to make it 20-6. And you're spot on, it's been this balanced effort. You're seeing everyone get involved in the orange.
And that's what's so nice, and that's when a team is tough to defend, when every player on the floor is making some type of contribution, whether that's offensively or defensively. Every player on the floor for Team Brown right now is contributing.
Lavender completes a three-point play, and Lexi Brown has said it more than once. She's been very intentional with these picks. She brought back 4 players from her team last week. Her and Taj Cole have clearly gelled well together. Speaking of, Cole comes up with the takeaway. Thought about the pull-up, steps back, sets her feet, and now she'll work to Lavender, and Lavender hits.
Listen.
So 5 straight points here for Jantel Lavender.
Sorry, I will take that option all day, finding Jantel Lavender.
And it's a smart, unselfish play, but Lexi Brown and company, they've got a little bit of a squad here they like, and now they're adding complementary pieces.
Well, I mean, if you have something that's working and you have an opportunity to keep as many of those pieces together as possible, why would you change it?
Amy Jackson loaded up from the outside. Manis in a fight with Tai Young. And will stay right here as Manis able to draw the foul. And we're talking about the teamwork. Here's a look at how Team Brown is distributing the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, Taj Cole just does a nice job of keeping the ball in the middle of the floor. She has a wide open shot, but when you have one of your post players and a player who's very capable of scoring and Jantel Lavender running the floor, you got to find her.
Taj Cole will take a breather. Dominique Wilson is on. Wilson, great pump fake, step back, 3-ball, all net for Dominique Wilson. Everything coming up Team Brown right now, 25-6 to start in this first quarter.
You know, I have to find me a little bit on every team, and Dominique Wilson right now is my little bit for Team Brown.
Odyssey Sims tries to stop the bleeding, can't do it. 15-0 run here for Team Brown. Under 2 to play, first quarter. Manis. That doesn't go. And there's a whistle. So we've hit on a few players, and Lauren Manis, one of them. Cheryl, who's on your radar here in week 3?
You know, it was kind of difficult, but when I look at game on Wednesday and what's coming up, I mean, Nikki Green has been, she's opened my eyes this week. She has she was a double-double on Wednesday night, just works hard, gets it done offensively, defensively. And then you got Lauren Manis, Destiny Walker, and Dominique Wilson. I just think those 4 players have really picked their games up here in week 3, and I definitely want to keep them on my radar.
Nikki Green MVP, 1 status last time out. McGee Stafford putting in good work early. 27-6 now.
I mean, Team Harrison defensively right now, they're just allowing Team Brown to get wherever they want to get on the floor offensively, and they're going to have to pick their defense up.
Now they're doing it on the other end, as well as Antoinette Bannister draws the offensive foul, and the ball will go back to Team Brown. Team Harrison has not scored in over 4 minutes and 20 seconds as they trail her 27-6. We talk about the importance of quarter scores and the 50 points at stake. You can confirm that for Team Brown here. They've got the first 50 locked up. Here's Jackson now, right down Main Street. McGee Stafford tries to clean it up. A good fight and couldn't hang on. Less than a minute to play here first quarter, so we've seen some players who haven't gotten as much time come on as of late for Team Harrison. Brianna Jackson has checked in wearing number 88, and she'll control and bring the ball up across midcourt. Sims. Harrison had to have it. Team Harrison needed something. Let's go back downstairs to Key Michael.
Here we go, get a stop! We need a stop! I've got Marjorie Butler with me. I hate to pull you away from the action because I know it's getting intense already. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, you're a doctor. You're not just a basketball player.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm actually in medical school right now. I've got a 1.5 years left. Very thankful for Vanderbilt University, working with Athletes Unlimited, making this happen, and just super thankful to be here.
How do you do both? Because I feel like I can barely get out of bed when I'm an athlete full time.
You know, I just remind myself how precious each day is, you know what I mean? You never know when it's your last day. You never know it's your last time on the court, in the classroom, whatever. So I just try to be at peace and know that I give every day my all. whether that's on the court or in the classroom.
I love that. It's a perfect way to live. Well, thank you so much for chatting us. And back to you guys.
All right, here we go.
Excellent. Good stuff, Key. And what a story, and one of many here in Athletes Unlimited. And now you have someone in medical school and also competing here as a professional athlete. As we're going to have an official review, it looks like, to close out this first quarter. We'll clear that up when we return. 27-11. It's all Team Brown. Here's the play under review to close out the first quarter. Was Odyssey Sims fouled before time expired? It is under review. Let's check in with our replay official, Tommy Maurer.
Yeah, whenever the game clock goes to zeros on a last-second shot like this, you have to replay the play. One, to make sure it's a foul, and to make sure that it's a foul, and to make sure where the clock is when the foul happens. So the foul is confirmed, and the clock was at .9 when it happened. So that's what we're going.
Thank you, Tommy. And as you can see, Odyssey Sims did get her free throw. She made both. But the final outcome of this first quarter long decided as Team Brown cruises to a 27-13 advantage after one. They pick up 50 points. And Lexi Brown continues to figure out a way to win, and often does it from beyond the arc.
Brown with the dagger has just tied this game at 81 apiece.
Simply put, threes are worth more than twos. So that's it. I mean, if you want to outscore your opponent, you know, if you make more threes than them, 99% of the time you probably will win the game.
Every three-pointer anyone makes, they plant 10 trees.
Oh, well, if I'm a coach, we plant a whole forest then, because we shooting all the threes. So that's amazing. I can't wait for that.
Lexi Brown, part of this three-point attack from Georgia. Started at Maryland, went to Duke. Part of the championship Sky team in 2021. And continues to build winning squads. Cheryl, some folks have struggled to assemble a team and understand the coaching role in addition to the playing role, as Lexi hit on every three-pointer this season. Athletes Unlimited will plant 10 trees thanks to our friends at Aspiration. Heading into tonight, 2,020 trees have been committed this season thanks to Aspiration's support. But she's someone who's adapted well to that captain's role.
Well, and she's also made it known that it's not easy, right? It's not easy being a captain and a player, because you know you want to compete on the floor, but then you also having to be the coach on the floor, calling timeouts, drawing up plays, who do you put in? But Lexi has done a great job of just adding players or drafting players to her team that fit every position that she's looking for.
You can see what she does defensively, and her team red hot in the first quarter, 55% from the field, 4 of 6 from downtown. It all works through the first 10 minutes for Team Brown. Here's Odyssey Sims trying to bring Team Harrison back. She draws a foul.
I mean, defensively, Team Brown is making Team Harrison work for everything. They're not allowing them to get anything easy tonight.
Harrison has it taken away by Manis, turned and faced the basket, and Manis was right there for the steal. Now McGee Stafford, a shuffle. Looks as if she might have traveled, but instead a foul call, and immediately Team Harrison signaling for a captain's challenge. Keep in mind, this is one of the things you can review. It's a foul call and out of bounds plays, and this one may be overturned.
Yeah, it's funny. You had the entire team for Team Harrison twirling their fingers like, no, 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 no.
And in fairness to Amani McGee Stafford, this is a tough spot for a big to catch the basketball and do something.
Absolutely. There are some players that you can throw it to them on the move. Some post players you can throw it to on the move. They can catch it and finish. Amani McGee Stafford's probably not that player that you want to give the ball to in that position.
Let's hear from Tommy on this latest challenge.
What we have is a drive to the basket or a pass into the post player to the basket, and we have a foul on the play. We're questioning the foul. We're going to instant replay the foul. they're saying that there's a travel afterwards. We will be able to look that if the foul caused a travel, then it'll just be a 2-shot foul. Otherwise, I don't believe the basket was made, so it would be a 2-shot foul.
Tommy, is there a scenario where a travel is called and nothing else?
That's what we will look at. If it's not a foul, and there is traveling, then we will assess a traveling violation.
Excellent, appreciate that as we're taking another look. And you can see, Cheryl, to your point, the entire group in purple screaming for a review and a challenge.
I don't know. I saw a lot of Odyssey getting her hand on the ball.
Yeah, at first blush, I was thinking travel, but as we watch it a few times now, you do see the contact that comes in. See, I see that right foot kind of drag there a little bit as she gets near Sims, but this is the challenge, right? We have the luxury of watching this 15 times. The officials have to make it in the moment.
Right. And it's funny, the Team Harrison, you have Nikki Green, Courtney Williams, Odyssey Sims, they're all calling for the travel, and then they all call for the replay.
What I will say, watching this again, and I'm curious your thoughts, Odyssey Sims has taken it personally here that Team Harrison is down and seems to be trying to will this group back. Hold that thought. Let's check in with Tommy.
This is really close because Odyssey Sims does kind of move into the path of that shooter, but I don't believe that there's any contact. She does get the ball, so we're going to overturn the call and not assess a foul, but the ball is going to go to the orange team.
So Tommy, no travel called there either.
Correct, no travel.
Got it.
She just takes kind of 2 long steps, but there is no travel.
So no travel, no foul. It'll be Team Brown basketball. So interesting result there.
And so is that why Team Brown gets the ball back? Because there was no foul nor a travel, right?
And they had the basketball at the time of this stoppage and challenge as we take a look at our captain's challenge rules. So each team gets 1 in the first 38 minutes, and then the very clutch that you get 1 more at the very end or into overtime. And it's fairly simple in that there's only 2 things you can challenge. One you just saw, personal foul, the other an out-of-bounds violation. But the result there is interesting because there was no foul determined, but there was also no charge determined. It almost seems to fall under the inadvertent whistle category.
Yeah, let's just play basketball.
That's a great way to put it. But so Odyssey Sims, this team down big. She's been aggressive on the offensive end, standing in there. She seems to be upping her intensity.
Well, Odyssey's a competitor. You know, in the first week, she was captain, Team Blue, Team Sims. They didn't get any wins. She's just a competitor. And to your point, she absolutely is taking it personally and trying to do what she can do individually to get her team back in this game. But in order for Team Harrison to get back in the game, they're going to have more ball movement.
What teamwork from Team Brown. Amani McGee-Stafford saves that basketball, finds Dominique Wilson, who is able to hit from the outside, 30-13. Williams, baseline jumper fading. Can't get the friendly roll. And Team Brown is on the move. And here's Dominique Wilson. Very limited playing time, just 21 minutes in week 1. Here's someone who's gotten a chance and is making the most of it as she comes up short there on the drive.
And Dominique Wilson's another one, even though she missed that layup, but she plays hard. She has a nice stroke from beyond the arc, and she competes.
That'll go against Mimi Jackson as a foul is called. 30-13 Team Brown. And Lexi Brown will return. Mimi Jackson will take a seat. Antoinette Bannister is on as well. So players who have gotten limited playing time, as we mentioned, getting more of an opportunity. Sims not there from beyond the arc. Here's Brown. Everything Team Brown does right now in this first half, inside, outside, it's all there.
Well, they have 3 guards on the floor that's capable of handling the basketball. Nice little weave action, but they're always looking inside to McGee-Stafford or Lauren Manis, to make something happen.
Nikki Green getting interior position, drawing a double team and draws a foul. Came up a little slow on that right ankle as she has free throws coming. Taj Cole set to come back in. McGee Stafford called for the fouls. There's Dominique Wilson. We tell you the stories of these athletes, not just their basketball abilities. They went to great colleges, they played at a high level, but things they're doing off the court as well. Dominique Wilson, great story, works with her mom. Their hair care business, CW Hair Care, started by her mom. Wanted to find something organic for her hair. Went to the garden, started finding things that worked, and realized she could help others with these products. It became such a large business, she needed help. Dominique Wilson joins the company, and together they are working on CW Hair Care, and that's just part of her journey here now to Athletes Unlimited.
Wow, you educated me tonight. I really love Dominique Wilson now. I need to get a hookup on some hair care products.
Anyone has a coupon code for Cheryl, pass that upstairs here.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah, really cool stuff, and it's just one of many with the athletes here. That kick out to Cole, time expiring. Taj Cole does not draw iron, but the rebound to Green. Can Team Harrison get going on offense here? 30 to 15.
And there's plenty of time, right? So if I'm captain and if I'm Team Harrison right now, what I want to do is try and cut the lead before halftime, right? You're down by 15. Let's try to be down by single digits before third quarter.
Yeah, it's classic comeback material. You're not going to get it all back at once. Chip away. As you said, still plenty of time. Just 7:08 here in the second quarter, so a lot of basketball. Manis out of time, and Harrison, great job sealing off Bannister. And now Odyssey Sims on the move. Fires that cross court to Williams. All net for Courtney Williams, and more of that will be just what Team Harrison needs.
Yeah, I love great pass by Sims, cross-court pass, and Courtney Williams. All she needs to do most of the time is just see one go in.
So many shooters, right? Took the lid off the basket. Bannister not there. Nikki Green, strong box out, battling with Manis. The look ahead to Harrison. They'll say it's off the squad in purple. Let's check back in with the key cam.
Alrighty.
The game they lost.
I'm here with Taj's uncles.
Hello.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I wanted to make sure you knew the mic was on now. You guys have just flown in from Baltimore, you said?
Yeah, coming from Virginia, but we flew into from Baltimore into Vegas.
So I knew you guys were going to be in the stands. I've been looking for you for a couple minutes because I wanted to ask you this question. What was Taj like as a kid? I imagine she was pretty intense. Talk to me about her.
Oh, my niece. So it was so much energy. It's like we were trying to figure out what to do with the energy.
Yeah.
And so immediately, Mom was like, put her in flag football.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So they put her in flag. She getting receptions, she getting touchdowns. And everybody was like, what is this? She playing it because, you know, it was all boys teams. But the funny part about it was that not only was she competing, she was like dominating flag football for boys.
Well, she's dominating out there as well. We're really proud and really pumped to have her. What are you seeing when you see her play basketball? Is she like the same little girl that you knew? Has she developed into an athlete that you were expecting, not expecting? What's it like watching her from the sidelines?
In my opinion, because I coached in high school, and it came about because they was, you know, it was a thing. It was like, hey man, you need to be more hands-on with Taj because, you know, I played the game at a very high level. I'm a professional, and when I seen Taj, I was like, she's a different breed from most
Yeah, she absolutely is.
Right. So when I recognized it, I was like, maybe I could share something with her. She better hit that. Let's do it!
This is what it's like being in the middle of the game and interviewing. So Cheryl Swoops has a question for you. Go ahead, Cheryl.
Just ask them how they felt when they heard she got a signing camp contract, a training camp contract with the Sun.
When Taj got a training camp contract with the Sun.
I was like, about time, because when my niece didn't get drafted, man, it hurted her to her heart a little bit, and I was like, I don't know what opportunity is going to come from it. I don't know when the opportunity is going to come, but when it comes, I just kept telling her, be ready.
Be ready.
Be ready. So
stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Love that.
Me and my sister got a gym and a facility where we got a private school, Cap City Shining Stars, and Taja gave back to, she was just pouring her energy into the youth. But I will always see her working overtime in the gym.
She is a worker for
just
sure.
Working.
Thank you so much for being with us on camera. Back to the basketball.
Yes. Thank you, Key. Such an awesome story. There's a foul there on a 3 on the release from Grace Hunter. Taj Cole, flag football star. I could see it, no doubt. And now Taj Cole, basketball star, Cheryl.
Yeah, can you say a 2-sport athlete? Taj Cole is a huge reason why Team Brown is up. Wide open. Somebody better find her. Come on back.
That's a bucket. That's 2 buckets. Hey, I got Taj. Hey, you the 2. You the 2. I got Taj. Hey, it's gonna be 1 possession at a time, 1 stop at a time. That's it. Good job. We let them get that feel good early. Yeah. We came out sluggish on D. I ain't like, okay, we're not hitting shots, but that's inexcusable.
Hearing from Brianna Jackson, and Cheryl, you can tell she's excited to be back on the court. Was inactive last week. After a good week 1, she averaged just under 9 points per game, and she was an open tryout pick, made her way here, and now getting a chance again in week 3.
And is exactly where she should be. I love Brianna Jackson. I love her game. I love how hard she plays. And I love what she said in that timeout. Like, it's inexcusable that we're not playing defense. You're going to miss shots. Offensively, it may not just be there, but there's no excuse for not playing defense.
She also talked about letting Team Brown get into a groove early, right? They got comfortable, feeling good early on, and now they're trying to reverse that. And in a pretty big hole here, 38-19.
Yeah, and when you let a team get comfortable and get their confidence up and shots start falling, it's just like one after another is going in. You have to find a way defensively, do something different to slow the offensive team down.
Ty Young on the drive. That one out of play. Will stay down this end. Get involved in the social conversation. You can see some of the tweets coming in on top of the scoreboard graphic here. Make sure you use the hashtag AUHoops at AUProSports. Is Lucky Lefty? What's the asking price for Lexi and Kehlani in the W? Phoenix Mercury fan curious.
That was interesting.
Trying to negotiate some deals here on Twitter. I like it. Good follow. Ty Young just can't get that to go, but presence of mind for the back tap. Shot clock to 8. Sims steps through.
Oh,
good dish. Young's got to go. 3 seconds. Harrison out of time. That defense and Jantel Lavender energetic. They call a foul there, perhaps the last second. And you're going to see Jantel Lavender signal for a captain's challenge, and so is Antoinette Bannister, because it looked as if Team Brown had done the job here to close out this possession.
Well, I mean, shot clock's running down. Ooh.
It's like a similar situation to earlier in this one, where was a foul called before they ran out of time, because that does warrant a look. Bannister and Harrison there, but was there any time left on the possession?
I'm so glad I'm not a referee. Oh. When you know, and that's a tough call, because if you're Team Brown, you know that the shot clock's running down, so you're not trying to foul. And Izzy realizes that the shot clock is running down as well, so she's trying to get the shot off. I don't know.
Getting multiple angles at this, and keep an eye on the clock top of your screen. So it does look like the contact is there before the shot clock expires. This is just how we ended the first quarter. Odyssey Sims drawing a foul. She ended up being awarded 2 free throws. Let's check in with Tommy Maurer on this official review.
This is a real close play, but Bannister does come over into a secondary defender position, and she does contact the shooter at about 0.2 on the shot clock. So it is a foul prior to the shot clock running out, so it'll be a 2-shot foul for the purple team.
Excellent, thank you, Tommy. And so that call clarified. There will be a foul called, and while Team Brown wanted that overturned, the call was a foul, and that's what we'll have. A couple of free throws here with under 4 to play in the first half.
But you know, for Team Brown, even though the foul was called, like anytime you can get a team to use the entire shot clock and have a shot clock violation, you're doing your job. Team Brown right now, they're so active defensively. They're moving their hands, they're getting their hands on the ball, they're rotating on defense. They're making everything difficult for Team Harrison.
Well, fans, I want to tell you about the Unlimited Club. Joining the Unlimited Club will enable you to stay connected with Athletes Unlimited all year long. With 4 membership levels to choose from, starting at free, there is something for everyone. You can sign up today by downloading the Athletes Unlimited app, available in the Google Play and Apple App Stores, or go to auprosports.com for more information. So Harrison hits on the first. She will get one more. Team Harrison on that last possession, Cheryl, they were relentless. 3 offensive rebounds crashing the glass to lead to this chance.
And that's what you have to do. If offensively your shot's not falling, it's not going down, you don't have a lot of movement, but when the shot goes up, somebody's got to start crashing the offensive boards and see if they can't get something easy.
As we check in on our live leaderboard, believe it or not, those are the first points of the game for Isabella Harrison. Might be part of the reason her squad down 38-21. She has been such a key scorer. Oh. Bannister right through traffic and hits.
Okay, Bannister. Did I see 2-3 crossovers in that one play?
Breaking ankles on her way to the bucket. And that scoreboard and that leaderboard keeps changing. This will change it once more. Lexi Brown, good help from behind as Jackson wouldn't let Brown go in for an easy one.
I love how Jackson did not give up on that play. She turned it over and didn't give up on the play. But Bannister, I mean, she lost it a little bit, but she stayed with it. Odyssey Sim comes out, didn't close out very good. One right to left, crossover left to right, crossover and finish.
Bannister's like, you think I was losing control. I had him exactly where I wanted him, right to the basket.
You're right. She's like, nah, Swoops, I didn't lose the ball. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Looks like we're headed to another official review here, so the pace has slowed a bit as we have a couple of calls that have come under review. This one with 3:18 to play in the first half, and Team Brown ahead 40-21.
Is there a technical foul?
We'll look to get some clarification here as Taj Cole to the line. And she does hit on what looks to be a technical free throw.
The foul occurred away from the play. That's why there were free throws taken. Team Brown will retain possession.
So a free throw for Cole. We'll get some further clarification on that. And now the basketball with Team Brown. And then a foul again on Jackson.
So if you're a player right now, and obviously the refs are blowing the whistle a lot, right? They're making calls, whether you agree with it or not, you have to adjust, right? Because the referees are going to continue to call the game tight. You have to adjust until the refs change the way they're going to call the game.
And you so often hear players talk about that. Okay, it was being called one way in the first, and then we saw things got tightened up where this happened and we had to change the way we played.
Yeah, I was one of those players once.
Is that a conscious discussion, though? Are you in the huddle with your group saying, hey, I know this worked in the first quarter, but you hear all these whistles, it's not going to work that way anymore?
Well, it's not a conversation you have every time out, you know? It's just one of those things where you start the game out to see how the refs are going to call it, and then you adjust.
So a replay there, that was the foul call, perhaps on a previous play. Either way, here's Cole, shot clock to 10. She'll step back for 3. And Young can send it out to Harrison. A chance at a fast break bucket, and Harrison lost control as she went up. Nothing working right now for the squad in purple. Taj Cole, dangerous pass taken away by Harrison. She'll push ahead now to Williams. Isabel Harrison from the outside. Good to go. Izzy Harrison connects, so getting her first points moments ago, and now her first field goal. And a 23-point total for Team Harrison. Keep in mind, we look at the overall score and our quarter score as well. And so while Team Brown was in complete control in that first quarter, Team Harrison has made things a little bit closer on the quarter margin here in the second. Williams, good dish. Izzy Harrison doesn't miss from there.
And to your point earlier, Greg, no, I can't believe that that was Izzy's first bucket.
Yeah, it's just surprising. Someone who's averaging around 20 points per game. Perhaps now she's getting on track. Team Harrison trying to work back in this one. Welcome back. 2:04 to go here, second quarter. 41-25 the lead right now overall for Team Brown. But as we've told you, score by quarter is also an essential metric to look at. And while the first quarter was well in favor of Team Brown, credit Team Harrison. They have played much better in the second, especially on defense. Now they have a real chance here, Cheryl, to pick up 50 points going into halftime.
And picking up those 50 points is critical to help you decide or determine where you'll fall on that leaderboard. And you have to know everybody on Team Harrison is very well aware of that.
Lexi Brown, nasty fake pull-up triple, not there. And Sims with the rebound, she'll push. Williams, good follow. Green battling, draws a foul, and this is where Nikki Green has been so strong for Team Harrison this week. 14 points, 10 rebounds last time out, crashing at the glass again, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, Nikki Green, she just works hard on the glass. You know, offensively, even if you're not running a play or calling a set for her, she's going to do the dirty work and find a way to get involved offensively.
First one good to go for Green as Harrison battling back here. About 90 seconds to go in this first half. So one more for Green, and then we have a guest joining us from Team Brown. That one is good. 2 in a row. Now let's welcome in Antoinette Bannister joining us on the bench here. Excellent first quarter for Team Brown, Antoinette. What went so well early on?
I think we just, working together. Lexi, talked about in practice yesterday and this morning that, we just wanted to work together and play together more, and I think it's showing today. We're moving the ball really well. It really starts on our defense, so we just hope, we can keep it up for the rest of this game and hopefully walk away with the win today.
So, AB, this is Cheryl. Quick question for you. Hi. I don't know, do you have that big smile on your face because that nasty little 1-2 crossover you had on that play for the layup?
I always like to smile, but that one made me smile a lot.
I think everybody on Team Brown was smiling on that one.
Yes, ma'am. That was a lot of fun.
As at the free throw line here, Wilson hitting on the first. And now on the good, Cheryl. What do you have?
Well, so what do you guys have to do to make sure you come out in the second half to maintain this lead?
The way we started out the game, like I said, it starts on our defensive end. So hopefully, we start out, because last game we started a little flat, and I think, that hurt us the last game. So we're hoping to just come out after this second half, after this first half, and just start out the way we started, with a lot of intensity, energy, and starting on the defensive end. I'm pretty sure we'll walk away today with the win.
Okay, listen, the hair is fly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to my wife. She actually did it for me. So thank you so much.
Shout out to her because it's beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Antoinette Bannister, thanks for being here. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Good talking to you guys.
Wilson down low, not there. Lavender can't get it to go. And Team Brown can regroup. 40 seconds left here, first half. Shot clock to 6. Cole up in the air. Lavender bails her out and hits.
I don't know how she got the pass there, if that was intentional or if Jantel Lavender just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Either way, That was beautiful.
And you see both of them go up the leaderboard, plus 20 for the bucket, plus 10 for the assist. Ty Young adds to her tally. The OG hitting from the outside.
You better recognize the OG, Greg.
45-30, so Young and company not quitting in this one. Down 15. I know that's still a lot, but from where they were, this has been a big rally. Shot clock is off, 6 seconds left. Here's Taj Cole, 3 seconds left. Let's fly. Taj Cole not there. Lavender can't hang on, and that's how this second quarter will come to a close. 45-30. Team Brown remains in front, but Team Harrison showing some great signs of life as they have climbed back in to this contest. They got the captain, Izzy Harrison, on track as we take you into halftime here. Taj Cole showing off the handles and the dish. Lavender, she doesn't miss from there. Team Harrison, they'll turn to one of the veterans. Ty Forever Young from distance, all net. 45-30 here at the break. We're back with AU Hoops after this timeout. Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited here at the half. Athletes Unlimited, more than just basketball. It's an amazing women's professional league covering softball, volleyball, lacrosse, and of course, hoops. Player-driven, the captains make so many key choices. Now, while the teams change every week and you have to learn who's on your squad, one thing that's been pure fire since the beginning, the fits. Check this out.
So one of the coolest things at AU, you guys get walk-up photos. What are you wearing today? So I got on my light onesie, I got on my sneakers, and I got this custom-made jacket for Black History Month, you know. But we Black History Unlimited here with AU Sports, baby! Yeah. You know, Kodak moment, we came out here to smile just a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Nippy, the voice, greatest singer of all time. I got a lot of Whitney graphic tees, and this one just happened to match the fit.
I love my girl Lexi, so I'm repping her with the Chicago Sky Championship shirt. Hopefully she'll sign it before she leaves, we'll see. You know, some simple pants here, nothing too crazy. And then we got I call them my 80s little child Van glasses right here.
This shirt is from my homeboy. His Instagram name is Shop Us Versus Them.
Shout out.
And these are some sweatpants from Samaria Leah, I think. Shop Black owned. Happy Black History Month.
That's right. Mic drop.
Look good, feel good. It's just that simple. We're back with a look at the first half stats after this. Looking live at Paris in Las Vegas, the home of Athletes Unlimited, is the AU Arena. And at halftime, it's Team Brown over Team Harrison. Now, after a lopsided first quarter, Team Brown had to battle to get past Team Harrison. Cheryl Swoops, Greg Meskel here with you. So even though it is very much in favor of Team Brown, signs of life here from Team Harrison.
Absolutely. The fact that Team Harrison was able to come back and cut the lead to 15 says there's a lot of basketball left, and Team Harrison's going to come out ready to play the second half.
Now, Team Brown did get those valuable quarter points. So they pick up 100 points, 50 from the first, 50 from the second. But let's take a look at what Team Brown did so well.
Well, yeah, Team Brown was able to do so many things, and Taj Cole was a huge part of that. Here you have her reject the screen, come back to the right, nice pull-up J from the free throw line. And Imani McGee-Stafford was a huge part of their offensive sets. Here you see her setting up nice ball screen. She may have pushed her a little bit, but no call. And rolling to the basket for a nice finish with the left hand. And if Team Harrison is going to be able to get back in this game this half, Odyssey Sims did a nice job of setting herself up, popping back out to the three and knocking it down. They're definitely going to need more of that from her in the second half.
Yeah, they'll need much more from Sims, Harrison. You look at our live leaderboard here. This is changing as we go. Keep in mind the quarter points factor in. That's how Lexi Brown has now vaulted back to the top of the list here. But for the Harrison crew, they'll want to see more from the Purple Crew rising up this list as we are here at the half in Las Vegas. Team Brown, 45. Team Harrison, 30. Red Rocks looking sharp. We're back with more. Tonight's game is presented by Aspiration. And we're headed towards the third quarter here. First of two tonight. Athletes Unlimited Hoops, and it's Team Brown leading Team Harrison 45-30. Cheryl, here's a look at halftime numbers. And as we talked about at the break, Team Harrison being within 15 is actually a pretty good accomplishment. So no surprise the numbers are still very much in favor of Team Brown.
Absolutely, and the thing that really stands out to me is the 29% field goal percentage for Team Harrison. That says two things. One, that Team Brown's doing an incredible job defensively, and two, that Team Harrison has got to find a way to start moving the ball a little bit more and trying to get some easy shots.
Yeah, they started to get Izzy Harrison on track. She ended that first half with 6 points. Odyssey Sims with 9 points. So those were the two big scores. Courtney Williams yet to really get on track, 1 of 5 from the field. But if she could start to put something together, now you have a group to work with here for Team Harrison to battle back.
I mean, it's not that Team Harrison doesn't have the scores. You have, to your point, Odyssey Sims, Izzy Harrison, Courtney Williams. They have the offense. It's just a matter of them finding a way to find that chemistry the second half and try and get some easy buckets early on.
We have a clock issue here as we get started in this third quarter. So a stoppage to get things reset. Team Harrison at 1-0 on the week. They had the big win over Team Hawkins, 79-54, including an epic second quarter. They had a 16-0 run to start that second quarter as they won the quarter, scored 20-6. While Team Brown, they fell to Team Cloud. We'll see Team Cloud, Team Hawkins in our next game, 85-80. Looking for their first win of the week. So it's Team Harrison in the purple, Team Brown in the orange. As we're underway here in the second half, they go right into green. Good turn and face and everything but the bucket.
And you have to finish that, right? You have to find a way to score that bucket. I love the action. You had Izzy going down, screening for green, coming back to the high post. I love the high-low post action.
Burkholder out in front, up for an easy two. Excellent pace here from Team Harrison on their first bucket of the second half.
So you might see Team Harrison try and put a little bit more pressure on Team Brown, try and get some turnovers, get some steals, and try and get some early easy buckets.
Here's Cole. That entry pass knocked away, and Williams comes up with it, a chance at more easy opportunities on offense. Burkholder stepping through, and she draws a foul.
And when you're playing with Odyssey Sims, you better make sure you know where she is and where the ball is, because she is going to find you as she finds Kirby Burkholder streaking the floor for a nice, easy two.
Here's Burkholder out of Bridgewater, Virginia, from James Madison. She has played in a variety of countries overseas. Italy, Hungary, Belgium, and Poland, so she knows what it is to change teams. She fits very well here in Athletes Unlimited, where we redraft every week. We want you to join in on that conversation. Find out how teams take shape each week in our weekly draft. Join us every Sunday on Facebook and YouTube at 3 p.m. Eastern. Follow us at AU Pro Sports and let us know who your #1 draft pick would be. Lavender on the other end converts.
And when you're trying to get back in the game and you're scoring easy buckets, what you don't want to do is give up easy buckets on the other end.
Yeah, those are the plays that will drive you nuts. Here's Burkholder dealing off to Green, and last touch, McGee Stafford. Good hustle again. This time Dominique Wilson.
That defense by Team Brown it's contagious.
It's like we'll have a stoppage again. 8:35 to go currently the third, and they're saying there's an issue with the shot clock. It had been saying 8 seconds, and now it is down. Looks like it's been reset to 10, excuse me. It was at 1, now it's jumped to 10. A couple of moments here in the second half as we try and get the clock sorted out. In the meantime, let's go back downstairs to our good friend Key Michael.
Hello, I'm here with Isaiah Starling. You are Grace Hunter's boyfriend, among other things, also a football player at NC State formerly. You're here I want to say in the bubble with us, but you're in the hotel with us. How's it been going?
It's been pretty smooth. I've been enjoying it, it's a great experience. Yeah, I just like being around basketball again, and seeing Gracie play, so it's been good.
And the other thing, you knew I was going to talk about this, is you guys make TikToks.
Yes, we do.
And you make a lot of them, and you've got like 3 million followers.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty crazy. That kind of happened out of nowhere, man. I didn't know it was going to happen. Grace wanted to make a video one day, and it went viral, so we just kept on doing it.
That's crazy, right? And now
really
millions of people are intimately involved in your relationship. It's
really
hilarious. I was telling you just a minute ago, I feel like we know each other really well. We've had a handful of conversations, but I love your content. The other thing is, you played football, so you're out here watching these female athletes, these women in sports. What do you see? What are you watching?
It's amazing. I mean, they're out here getting after it, women or guys, like, they're just out here getting after it. They have a love for the sport. That's what I love to see. They're competitive, they're going after each other, so I love that. I just really love it.
And we have a friend in common, AJ Cole, who played for the Pro Bowl.
Right.
Shout out to AJ. You better be coming out here to watch at some point.
Yeah, I gotta get you out here, man, for real.
Because the basketball is hot. Well, thank you so much for jumping on the camera with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, and we'll let you get back to watching the game.
Okay.
Excellent, thank you both. 3 million followers. Cheryl, put up numbers on that TikTok account.
I mean, I can't even get 10,000, and they got 3 million. But I'm not a TikToker.
In fairness, you know your strengths.
Yeah.
And you've decided TikTok isn't one of them.
Not even close to being my strength, Greg. What about you?
I'm not on TikTok. I feel like I would not do well at it. So, I mean, maybe we could start a tandem account, Mescal and Swoops, that will probably not do well, but we could give it a shot. We're going to have time because we have a little stoppage here for the clock. So, but great to see the support here. Significant others, right? Spouses, family, kids living in this hotel bubble with these athletes here to support. All part of that family environment here at Athletes Unlimited. Harrison steps into a jump shot, and she'll get the friendly roll to make it 50-37. Team Harrison had chipped away a bit. Team Brown working in that lead back to 15. 21, the high water mark. That's as big as this deficit has been for Team Harrison. Amy Jackson can't add to it. And out of the pack comes Nikki Green.
Yeah, and if Team Harrison can score and get a few, not turn the ball over, but score and get a few back-to-back defensive stops, I mean, they're right back in the game.
Here's Lavender working in a tough spot. Cole. That comes up short, and this is the opportunity you're speaking of, right? Team Harrison gets the stop. Now, can they turn that into offense on the other end?
Yeah, and just be patient offensively.
The handles on Odyssey Sims. Burkholder now.
It's a great ball movement. Burkholder's wide open for the three. Just got to be able to step up and knock it down.
Lexi Brown inside. McGee Stafford, excellent interior position. Turns and finishes.
Yeah, Monty did a nice job of running the floor. She got Izzy on her high hip and was able to just push her up the lane, get position and score.
Harrison comes back with a three-pointer. Izzy Harrison cuts this to 12 with 6 minutes to go here in the third. Izzy Harrison, 12 points, 5 rebounds last time out, but she's typically been in that 19-20 point average so far here in Athletes Unlimited. Burkholder out of the pile with the basketball. Backdoor cut, a little confusion. Harrison ends up taking it in what was probably meant for Burkholder. She'll get the foul line jump and hit. Well, ball don't lie.
got to who it was supposed to get to eventually, right?
The basketball knew where it wanted to be. It was in the hands of Kirby Burkholder. She converts and cuts it to 10. Team Harrison coming back after the Burkholder bucket, doing the job around the hoop.
And Kirby Burkholder just get the job done with Izzy Harrison.
52-42, Team Brown. We're back after this.
Right, it was a foul before you traveled. You traveled. You traveled, but it was a foul before you traveled. They went from calling nothing to calling everything. Ladies, they went from calling nothing to calling everything. Y'all better pay attention to these fouls. They switch every quarter. They switch every quarter. Yes! Yes! That's okay, yes! Okay!
I love the energy of TK Larry, and we were talking about this a bit before the show tonight. And look, not everyone's going to get a chance to play all 40 minutes. TK Larry is someone who hasn't probably gotten as much time as she would have liked, but notice how engaged she remains in the game.
Well, and the important thing is that she continues to be positive, continues to bring the energy, because let's not forget, every Sunday it's a draft. So there's a new captain who's drafting players, and the captain wants to know that she's going to draft a player who, regardless of how many minutes you play, is still going to be a good teammate. And TK Larry definitely being a good example of that.
Yeah, good positive vibes coming from TK Larry.
Now, the refs might not agree with
they may want to look the other way in that clip. And Lexi Brown, she told us earlier, it's simple math. Threes are worth more than twos.
I mean,
and
it
so
is
she keeps
simple
hitting.
math.
It is. Add them up.
Because she is definitely going to put it up.
55-42. Halfway through this third quarter. Green takes the catch. Excellent ability to stick with it from Nikki Green.
And so that's the difference in hitting a player like a Nikki Green on the move who can catch it, finish, versus a player like a Imani McGee-Stafford who would much rather have it on the block, catch, and finish.
Yeah, Nikki Green, we're seeing her full arsenal emerge here and takes the catch and finishes. We'll have a whistle on the other end, but first we'll have a timeout. Team Harrison down 11, but they lead the quarter score by 4. We'll take a timeout. Team Harrison making moves here in the third. They lead the quarter score by 4 and down just 11 in the overall score. We check in now with a member of Team Harrison as we head over to their bench. Danny McCray standing by. Danny, tell us about the energy around Team Harrison now. You were down big. What's being talked about as you try and come back in this game?
Oh, just trying to get decent defensive stops and slow and get into our game. Score, stop, score, slow it down. Don't get rushed out with what the other team is doing. Just try to play our game.
So, Danny, what do you think, this is Cheryl, what do you think was the reason in that first half that you guys did get down so far?
I think they came out with a lot of energy. It was tough shots. I think we've been playing our defense. We've been doing everything that we said we were trying to do. It's just, getting those little things, getting those rebounds, getting those 50-50 balls. And then once we get those, getting them back into the basket, gathering ourselves. It's all those small things.
Now, Danny, you had a great week 1 here. I know inactive last week. How excited are you to get back on the court and make an impact here in week 3?
Oh, I'm very excited. Just trying to keep my mentality up and everything. Just battling COVID last week. Just coming back, whatever minutes I get, make the most of it.
Excellent. Well, glad to see you here back in uniform, back on the court, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Danny McCray joining us from Team Harrison. And that has to be tough, too. You're inactive, and then you're drafted, your team changes, and how do you find your place on this new squad? So trying to do that here with Team Harrison as a travel on Jantel Lavender.
Well, and as she said, just trying to make sure she's ready, right, when her number is called, because her number will be called, whether that's today, tomorrow, next week. Just making sure you're staying positive, you're staying mentally ready, and when your number is called, you can get in the game and contribute.
Here's Jackson talking about athletes that had been inactive and are now back on the court. Pull-up jumper, not there. And rebound by Manis. You can get involved on the social conversation. Use hashtag AUHoops, hashtag BeUnlimited. You can see some of the tweets coming in here. Lexi and Cole equals unstoppable. I think you'd have many folks agreeing when it comes to what Team Lexi Brown has been able to do. Sims just coming up short. Manis there with the rebound, tries to go coast to coast. Has that one ripped by Williams. Fadeaway jumper, difficult shot, and Lavender there for the rebound. Taj Cole was all alone down on the other end, but Lexi Brown thought otherwise.
Well, you know, one thing that Team Harrison did at the start of the third quarter, they were very active offensively, moving the basketball, not trying to go 1-on-5. They were playing more of team basketball. The last couple of possessions, they took some quick shots, one pass and shot. And especially when your shot's not going in, you have to move the ball offensively.
Sims right down the lane, off the glass, good to go. Odyssey Sims will go to the line for a potential three-point play, and those are the sort of things that Team Harrison wants to get more of, right? Players moving out of the way, opening a lane.
Well, yeah, and Izzy sets a screen for Odyssey, but Odyssey decides not to use it, does a nice job of attacking the paint, using her body, and is able to finish and draw the foul.
Now Sims to the line.
You know, Odyssey has so many weapons. She can shoot the three. She has a nice pull-up. She can attack. And when she decides that she is going to attack and score, she can get to the hole.
8-year WNBA veteran. Not spoken for yet when it comes to the upcoming season, but showing she still has a lot left in the tank here. And Athletes Unlimited. Shot clock to 8. Brown finds Manis. Jump step through the lane, couldn't finish. She was taken down. Bit of a clothesline there, inadvertently, it looked like, from Harrison. It leads to this end of the court. Williams wide open. The kick out.
I love how Team Brown got back in defense, but it doesn't matter when the OG efficient Tai Young catches it for 3.
Down to 7 on the Tai Young triple. And the pressure here from Breonna Jackson. Shot clock to 10, 90 seconds to go, third quarter. Manis down the lane, battling, hitting, wave it off, a travel. Lauren Manis can't believe it. She thought an and one. Instead, we're headed the other direction. Calling that jump stop a travel. No time to look at it again because Izzy Harrison cashes in on the other end. That's an 8-0 run for the squad in purple. It's a 5-point game with 1:15 to go in the third. Keep in mind, teams do get a captain's challenge with 2 minutes to play in the fourth. That extends into overtime. Brown, difficult shot, not there. Lavender, good hustle, but it's taken away by Jackson. Tai Young slow to get up. In the meantime, Williams, she shuffles the feet. Caught by indecision, had Odyssey Sims, thought about a shot, and looking back, wishing she passed that one away.
I mean, it's just so much action going on right now. You know, when momentum changes, you have to try and capitalize on it and make the most of it. And right now, Team Harrison has found a way to get some stops defensively, and they're turning that defense into offense. For Team Brown right now, they still have the lead. All they have to do is calm down, get back to what they were doing in the first quarter, and get Jantel Lavender involved, and just be patient offensively.
Team Harrison, a 10-point lead in this quarter, in great shape to pick up their first quarter win and earn 50 points. And it's a 5-point game right now, Cheryl. Last time it was a single-digit deficit for Team Harrison all the way back in the first quarter, 15-6. So they've come a long way. Under a minute here in the third. Cole lost control, gets it back. The pestering defense of Breonna Jackson. Mimi Jackson comes free. That's good. Mimi Jackson's been quiet, but comes up big late in this third quarter.
You know, Mimi Jackson's one of those players that it doesn't matter if she shoots 50 and misses 49 of them. you know that the 50th one is going to go in. But she has so much confidence in her shot and her game.
Sims, dangerous pass taken away by Jackson, and that'll be an offensive foul as Manis stands in to draw the charge on Sims. So after Team Harrison had used an 8-0 run to get within 5, you see a triple on one end, and now the Team Brown squad drawing the charge.
Well, again, Lauren Manis doing the dirty work, doing the things that don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but she slides over, is at the right place at the right time, understands that Odyssey Sims is a lefty, going left, and she just gets there in time to take the charge.
Shot clock is off. Final 12 seconds of the third. Taj Cole on the move, runs into trouble. Williams takes it away. 5 seconds left. Williams an eye on the clock. Brings it up, 2 seconds left. Pull up 3 on the way. That's good! Courtney Williams with 0.2 of a second left to cut it back to 5.
I see you, Courtney.
Big time hit for the veteran Courtney Williams, and that's all for this third quarter, where Team Harrison has made this a game once again. They claim the quarter score, 50 points in their back pocket, and they find themselves within 5 of the lead. Courtney Williams, the veteran, knows exactly how much time she has to deliver a dagger like that. We've got the fourth quarter on the way in this 5-point battle between Team Brown and Team Harrison.
I'm playing for the Lupus Foundation because autoimmune illnesses are something that my family has dealt with. My sister passed away 4 years ago to lupus, and I have 2 other siblings that deal with it now. My sister's name is Danielle, and the other sibling that deals with lupus is Daniel. So it's Daniel, Danielle, and then Diane. It's definitely something that has impacted our family a lot, and it's something that impacts a lot of families, especially African-American families. And I want to be able to just put this on a platform for people to know that we care about it. It's definitely way more common than people think. And I want to support and spread awareness about it.
Well, athlete causes allow athletes to play their season in part for the benefit of the nonprofit organization of their choice. At the end of the season, the Give Lively Foundation will make a grant equal to 50% of the athlete's end of season bonus to their nonprofit partner. And Cheryl, I know you talked with Izzy before the game. There's something larger at play here, especially the fact they're in the purple jerseys this week.
Yeah, you know, getting an opportunity to talk to Izzy before the game. For anyone who saw the tweet, she tweeted, "I'm playing for my late sister Danielle this week. Team Purple, hashtag play for Toonie." So on Wednesday, she tweeted this, and her sister's name was Danielle, and she lost her sister Danielle to lupus. And the color that represents lupus is purple, so she happens to be wearing purple this week. And then her facilitator this week happens to be Danielle Viglione, which was her sister's name, Danielle. So when I spoke to Izzy about it, you know, she got a little emotional and just said that had to be her sister, you know, playing a part of that. And she said her sister was her biggest fan. And the reason why she that she chose the Lupus Foundation of America is because she wants to bring awareness in the African-American community around lupus and autoimmune diseases and illnesses, and wanted me to mention that her brother, as she mentioned in that piece, her brother Daniel is currently looking for a kidney, and that's why the cause is so important to her.
Well said, Cheryl, and you can learn more at lupus.org. Don't forget, this May is Lupus Awareness Month. As Team Harrison and company trying to complete the comeback here as we return to live action, fourth quarter underway. Jackson, baseline pull-up. That floater sky high, but off the mark. Team Brown back with the basketball. Team Harrison has never led in this basketball game. Manis stepping through traffic, can't finish. A tie-up. And to the ground she goes with Harrison. They'll jump it up.
Listen, Lauren Manis is a menace. If you're her teammate, you love her on your team. If you're playing against her, You do not like playing against her. Wednesday night, her and Essence Carson were going at it. Tonight, she's going at it with Izzy. Everybody on the floor. I just love the heart she plays with, the toughness she brings. Lauren Manis is definitely one of those players that you want on your team.
Here's the jump ball. I love Manis is a menace. Eric Rue does all the great media work for Athletes Unlimited. In the game notes, called her the praying Manis, like a praying mantis. So there are a lot of nicknames out there as Harrison is able to convert off the jump ball. 62-57. Again, Harrison's squad has never led. The closest it's been tied at 2-2. Ever since then, all Team Brown. There's a foul here on Tai Young. .847 to play, fourth quarter. And if you stuck with this game, you have been rewarded because it has gotten good here towards the end.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy. I like it.
I say it so often. Easier to build a lead than hold a lead, and that's what Team Brown is trying to do. Manis baseline drive, shot clock to 2. Lavender, such poise and patience for Jantel Lavender, not rattled, and hits.
Well, that's a vet move. And for Team Brown, I would love to see them continue to get Jantel Lavender involved. Even if she's not taking the shot, she draws so much attention offensively.
Tai Young draws a crowd, powers through, and hits with a trip to the free throw line coming. You were talking about Jantel Lavender, veteran move to know exactly how much time she has.
Oh yeah, nice little shot fake, gets Courtney Williams in the air. 2. And then you talk about the OG, Tai Young. Tai Young comes off the bench, right now has my vote for 6th player of the year. But she comes in off the bench, brings the energy, and just gets her team back in the game as Odyssey Sims
gives off to Williams and finishes a 2-point game, and a timeout is called. Team Harrison chest bumps all around because they are back in the mix in a major way. What a rally here from Team Harrison.
I mean, they say defense wins championships. Well, defense will also get you back in the game. Odyssey Sims for the steal, finds Courtney Williams, 4-2.
Unlimited Basketball on FS2 is sponsored by Aspiration.
Take a look at the bait and assist for today's game. At the closing ceremony of this year's Athletes Unlimited season, Baden will donate 100 basketballs to go to the top 4 athletes who finish the top of the leaderboard, as well as the Defensive Player of the Year with the Baden Assist. These players will be able to give basketballs to an organization of their choice. 64-62. Cheryl Swoops, Greg Meskel, Key Michael here with you from Las Vegas. This one has turned into a strong finish. Team Harrison filling it up as of late, 7 of 8. And the last attempts from the field. Wilson in trouble, taken away by Green. Team Harrison with a chance to tie or take their first lead of the ball game. Odyssey Sims throws up the stop sign. The veteran point guard will set this one up. Shot clock to 10 now. Sims looking for Williams. Timer to 6.
Well, they just set a double stagger screen. Nikki Green, Tai Young set a double stagger for Courtney Williams to come off.
Young, acrobatic move, and a blocking foul is the call. And Wilson on her back can't believe it, and that will send Tai Young to the free throw line to try and tie this game.
I mean, Tai Young, again, she is just come in this game very active, bringing energy, getting it done defensively, and able to attack offensively, draw the foul, and go to the line.
And here's Young. First free throw, good to go. She had 6 points through 3 quarters. Fans, make sure to join us here at Athletes Unlimited Arena in Las Vegas. Do not miss your chance to see all the action live and in person. Limited tickets are still available at auprosports.com/tickets. There's not a bad seat in the house here. A great environment for high-level basketball. And for the first time since 2-2, we are tied 64 all. Team Harrison, they trailed big in this first half. Brown puts them back down. Lexi Brown responding with a 3.
That is what Lexi Brown is going to do, folks.
On the other end, right back. Odyssey Sims makes it a 1-point game. Don't forget, this was a 21-point game back in the first quarter. That was the difference between these two. Not anymore as we check in our live leaderboard. Lexi Brown looking to add, coming up short. Manis, she's been everywhere tonight. Cleans that one up.
You know, Manis, again, is one of those players that when the shot goes up, so many times players just kind of stand around and watch and wait for someone else to go do it. But Lauren Manis does the opposite. Shot goes up, she's moving, she's finding where the basketball is going to come off and is able to put it back for an easy putback.
Yeah, not relying on anyone else. Jackson couldn't keep that one in play. A look at the fourth quarter point totals right now, and Team Harrison just slightly in front, 11-9, to try and claim those 50 points. Also 100 points at stake for the overall winner of this game. Lavender getting good position, working on Young. Shot clock to 7. Lavender to the hook. Good defense. It's off the mark. The tip out to Sims. Here comes Harrison. Trailing by 3. Williams, great look to Sims. Can't hit. Off the front rim, and Odyssey Sims can't believe it. And now a foul in transition as Manis and Green collide near midcourt. That was an excellent pass from Williams. She thought 3, spotted Sims, just couldn't finish in close.
That's just beautiful basketball. Courtney Williams, I think everybody thought the shot was going up, but she saw Odyssey Sims cutting back door on the weak side. Odyssey, I need you to finish, baby.
Bad pass. Manis throws it away. Here's Williams now. A near trap set up. She gets around that as we are closing in on the halfway mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Sims. Williams for 3. Not there. Green battling. Williams, no good. Tipped around and looks to be last touch off Dominique Wilson. It'll stay right on this end. .11 on the shot clock. In to Harrison. Great position. Powers up over Manis and 1.
Yes. I love this game. Like, Izzy and Manis are just going at it down low, but Izzy says, you know what? You are not going to stop me this time.
And that's the exasperated look from Lauren Manis. What else could I do, right? Hands up, body there. It twirls around the rim and falls in.
I mean, good defense, but just much better offense.
That's how it goes sometimes. Harrison a chance to tie again. Big free throw here from the captain. All good. We're even at 69 with 5:19 left. That pass up for grabs. Lexi Brown controls it. The captain and the point guard of this squad. Cole, good dish, beautiful to Lavender. Let's check in with Key Michael. Key.
Hello, I'm courtside with Ty Young. I've been waiting for you to come out. I was like, I want to chat to her, but I don't know if she's ever getting out. This is one of the most exciting games we've had so far. What have you guys changed up in the last quarter?
Being more aggressive on defense. Being more aggressive on defense, getting up in them. If we get stopped, we can get out in transition. And that's what we did the second half of this game.
I saw you holding a body part earlier on. Did you get elbowed or what happened?
Lexi gave me a cheap shot. She elbowed me in the stomach because I was in there. She couldn't get her shot off. They wanted to review it, but it was too late, so we just had to keep going.
I love that experience. Hang on, Cheryl's got a question for you. Go ahead, Cheryl.
I don't have a question. Just say, OG, you are getting it done.
She just wanted to say, oh, gee, you are getting it done. And she's got mad respect for you. We're not going to say old. We're going to say experienced players out here on the court.
I took a 5-hour energy drink at the beginning of the game, and I was too turned in the first half. That's why I had a couple, off-the-wall shots, but it calmed down now second half, and we're getting after it.
And I know you came out of retirement just for this league.
Yes.
Has it held up to the expectations?
It definitely held up. It's so much fun. It's an exciting league, and I'm glad that I came out of retirement for it.
Love it. And if you guys saw her fit walk up the other day, Black History Unlimited. Let's go! We're getting fired up down here. Back to you guys.
Team Harrison has taken their first lead of the game, 74-71. Coming all the way back in this one after trailing by as much as 21. Here's Brown. Shot clock to 6. Cole on the move with 3, stepping through off the glass, not there, and Sims with the rebound.
I love that matchup with Cole and Williams, who will be teammates at training camp for sure with the Connecticut Sun. I just love to watch the two of them go at it.
Green into Harrison, an immediate double team, a tie up. Wilson comes over and they will jump it up, and aggressive stuff from Dominique Wilson. And now, Cheryl, believe it or not, it's Team Brown that finds themselves a bit on their heels, down 3.
Well, I mean, you knew it was a matter of time before Team Harrison made a run, right? They just have way too much talent and experience on that squad to not make a run. But Team Brown, Lexi Brown, I think is just coming out, looking for her shot, being more aggressive. We got ourselves a great game.
A 17-7 run for Team Harrison. And how about the shorter Dominique Wilson wins that jump ball?
Well, I think Izzy thought it was a bad toss, but
Wilson wasn't waiting on that. Now down the lane, lefty floater off the mark. Harrison out of the pile with the basketball. Under 3:30 left here in the 4th.
So if I'm Team Harrison right now, I am going to run some type of an offense where I have Izzy and Courtney Williams involved.
Instead, Green.
Or Nikki Green.
That works too.
Beautiful
Williams,
basketball.
the excellent shovel off to Green. She finishes 5-point lead, their largest of the night. Under 3 to play. What a turn of events here in the second half as Team Harrison has come all the way back and now in front. Thought they were off of the races, but a foul.
Breonna Jackson was waiting on Jantel Lavender to put the ball on the floor.
That foul on Wilson. Looking for that knockaway. Honestly, Sims not believing it, but it stays with Team Brown. Shot clock to 8. Cole
nice
wide open floater. Just dances off the rim. Lavender follows it up. Needs reinforcements. And McGee Stafford is back on. Back into Lavender. 2.5 to go. Jantel Lavender to work with the left and draws a foul on Nikki Green, and she will head to the free throw line.
I love how Team Brown is giving Jantel Lavender just all the paint to work. She's working anywhere the ball goes. Jantel Lavender is following the basketball and is posting up, making her presence felt in the paint.
Lavender now with 2 shots from the line. Good on the first, and keep in mind, for every 3-pointer made during this year's Athletes Unlimited basketball season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees heading into tonight. 2,020 trees have been committed this season, thanks to Aspiration's support. Lavender good on both. 76-73, under 2.5 to play. Cheryl add to the intrigue, Odyssey Sims triple-double watch. 14 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists.
Come on, Odyssey.
Williams, the conductor of this offense. Up fake, shot good. Courtney Williams gets rid of the defense, gets it to go. 5-point lead again.
That's tough. That's fundamental basketball. Ball fake, shot fake. You get your defender in the air. Nice job by Courtney Williams. Lexi Brown, knowing she's a great defender, she goes for the ball fake, goes for the shot fake. Courtney Williams, nice little up and under jumper.
Taj Cole on this end has drawn a trip to the line to again try and cut into that Team Harrison lead, that newly formed lead here in the fourth quarter. And big free throws coming for Cole. Back rim. Courtney Williams, meanwhile, had that slow start, 1 of 7 early. She has gotten hot when it's mattered most, 4 of 6 as of late. Second one is pure for Taj Cole. It's a 4-point basketball game, under 2 to play. Reminder now, captain's challenges are back in play for both sides. As Courtney Williams, Lexi Brown giving her no room to operate. Williams breaks free, pull-up jump. She's hot. Courtney Williams continues to feel it here in the fourth.
Listen, I love how Courtney Williams has just decided that she is going to run the show and take over this game.
Now where does Team Brown go for offense? Taj Cole will let fly, wave it off. It's an offensive foul against Team Brown. And the wheels starting to fall off this wagon for the group in orange as Team Harrison ahead 80-74 with the basketball back.
Again, defensively, Team Harrison turned up the heat at the start of the third quarter. And I think because of what they were able to do defensively, Team Harrison has been able to take the lead, 80-74.
Good vibes on the Team Harrison bench. They have come all the way back. They lead 80-74. They trailed by as many as 21 points in this one. The anatomy of a comeback, Cheryl, piece by piece. This started in the third.
Yeah, I mean, everyone for Team Harrison has gotten involved offensively. Izzy finds Ty Young on the wing for a wide open 3. Odyssey Sims, she's going to find you, Courtney Williams. Nice layup for 2. And Izzy says, okay, it's my turn. I've been passing. Now let me go get my 2. Again, Odyssey Sims, Courtney Williams in transition. I love that 1-2 combo with Team Harrison.
The captain inspiring her squad as she gets up off the bench and gets back to it. Another 20-point performance. As you see, she has scored 17 of those 23 in the second half. This is her 5th 20-point game here in Athletes Unlimited. That's tied for the most in the league with Dejanay Carrington, who we'll see in our next game.
Well, you had to have known that Izzy wasn't going to have 2 subpar games.
Sure.
Right? So Wednesday night, she didn't score a lot. She played well, didn't score a lot. You had to know she was going to come out and be very aggressive and look to carry Team Harrison to a win.
Team Brown running out of time here now. Williams taking time off the clock, finds Green. Foul line jump on the way. All net. Nikki Green, big time delivery.
When it rains, it pours.
Got some purple rain right now. Cue up the Prince, 82-74.
Okay, Greg, I saw that.
Entry in, and it's gotten contagious now with this Team Harrison group. Everything is going their way. It was what we were saying about Team Brown in the first quarter.
Absolutely. So as much as you need movement on the offensive end, you also need movement and communication on the defensive end. And Team Harrison has gotten everybody involved defensively.
Let's take a second look as Izzy Harrison took a shot here on that last play, working with Lavender. And as Jantel Lavender is trying to break free up around the head, let's send it down to Tommy Maurer as we take a second look.
What the referees wanted to initiate a replay was for a potential hostile act, an elbow on the orange team against Team Harrison.
So that's the play that the officials are taking a second look at here, as we'll get a different vantage point now. You see Lavender as she breaks off of Harrison, hands up around the head.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is because it was above the neck, they have to take a look at it, right? But, I mean, knowing Jantel Lavender and Izzy, I know there's nothing, malicious or intentional about that.
Tommy, what do you have?
Yeah, we got a post-up move by Lavender, I believe. She doesn't throw the elbow. She's posting up, and you're right, Cheryl. When anything comes up around the head, the flag goes up. Our antennas go up to look at that. So I'm glad they looked at it for a potential hostile act, but there was no hostile act.
So confirmed, no hostile act. Thank you for that, Tommy. And Lavender takes advantage, wide open. And fans, a heads up here, we're going to be moving over to the Fox Sports app, so make sure you get on the Fox Sports app now to catch the conclusion of this one. You can join us there. With 43 seconds left here in the fourth, Williams, Jackson. Wilson for three, a big connect for Team Brown. They cut it to 4 as we welcome everyone joining us on the Fox Sports app. This is Athletes Unlimited, Team Brown, Team Harrison. 82-78, Team Harrison has come all the way back to take the lead. Team Brown trying to muster together a rally they probably thought they'd never need with how this game was going early on. Instead, a foul called here, Odyssey Sims to the line.
But because we are Athletes Unlimited, everything is different around here. So the fact that Team Harrison was able to come back from such a large deficit and now be up by 4 is no surprise.
You have to really give it up to Team Harrison and just sticking with it. We saw what happened on Wednesday night when a game turns lopsided, and it was a case where the team that was down, Team Hawkins, never got back in the ball game. Team Harrison wouldn't let that be their story tonight.
Well, no, and basketball's all about a game of runs. If you continue to play and you play hard, you defend, you can find a way to get back in the game.
Well, Jackson hits from 3. It's a 1-possession game. Now the pressure, and they'll give the foul. And we'll play a bit of a free throw shooting contest here. And it'll be on Team Harrison to make their free throws and to try and hold off this rally attempt from Team Brown.
Yeah, you got to step to the line and knock them down.
Here is the captain. Fitting she'd have a chance here at the free throw line to try and ice this one. Although still 16.2 seconds left. Shot clock is off. All good on the first. (85-81). Harrison looking to push her team to 2-0 on the week. Good on the second. Team Brown has to be mindful of the clock. Here's Cole, 13 seconds left. Cole looking for Wilson, back to Cole. Fading for 3, not there. Harrison the rebound, and the squad in purple can take the rest of the time off the clock. The comeback is complete. Team Harrison wins this one, 86-81. They take the fourth quarter margin. They take another 100 points for the overall win. And if you were watching in the first half, you might be pretty surprised to find that they just piled up 200 points and a victory. Here's a look at those numbers. The tide turned in the second. That's where you saw signs of life. Still trailing at halftime, and then they really put on a run in the third and in the fourth. Keep in mind, coming up next, Athletes Unlimited, The Gap. Then we've got more AU Hoops, 9:30 Eastern tonight on Fox Sports 2. That's going to do it for us here in this one. An exciting win for Team Harrison. For Cheryl Swoops and Key Michael, Greg Meskel saying thanks for joining us. Come back and see us tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. This Team Cloud is in action.